What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're giving you kind of just an overview of my daily. It's a 2003 Ram 1500. It's got quite a bit of stuff done to it. Well, mostly all appearance, cosmetics, and such. Nothing performance. It's just my daily. It's just a 4.7, sorry, V8 automatic. But you can see it's silver. Looks pretty rusty back there, but it's a Dodge and it's my daily, so I'll walk around, then we'll get into a lot of the things I've done to it. Alright, anyway, I'll put a picture up of what it looked like when I bought it, and then we'll get into what all I've done to it. Alright, as you can see, it looks pretty different. It had some first thing, which was a big thing I didn't like about it, was it came with, I guess, it come with some ball tires, and the dealer just put on some cheap little straight tread. But they did really good in the snow and stuff. But it come time to get new tires, I decided to go with the Hankook Dynapros. I haven't run them in the snow yet, but I have a cousin of mine. He does a lot of logging and stuff. He's in and out of some pretty rough roads and stuff, and logging trails and whatnot. And he says these do pretty good, so he swears by them. So I figured I'd give them a shot. They're 285 70 R17s. The truck's a little dirty. I mean, it's a daily and I work on a dirt road, so anyway, come around to the front here. I put a Aries bull bar on it. It's got a nice powder coated finish to it. Got the little silver there to kind of match the color of the truck. I think it looks pretty good. This truck does not have fog lights. This is the base model truck. I mean, it's manual windows, manual locks, manual seats, everything. Then we got some nice smoked housing headlights. Look pretty good. Go with the silver pretty well, I think. Nothing too dark, because I work a rotating shift, and once a month I work a week of second shifts, so about 3 to 11 o'clock at night, coming home about 25 miles from where I work, about 42 minutes. I like to have some pretty good headlights out here in the country where there's a lot of deer and stuff. I put these in because my mom is 4'12". She couldn't get in the truck very easily, so I got some running boards for it. The fender flares, pretty big obvious thing I didn't talk about, was on it when I bought it. The dealer said it did have some rust, but they'd fixed it, and you could tell it'd been fixed. They just went ahead and threw some fender flares on it, which is alright, because I was probably going to put them on there anyway, and at least they were honest with the rust thing. So shout out to them, Duncan Ford and Blacksburg, for being real honest with me about this thing. I've had it a little over a year now. Anyway, back into it. I put this built-in gas door cover on it. It's just goes pretty good with the fender flares, I think. On this is probably the first. I think this is probably the first thing I done to it. I just put the older style V8 Magnum badge on it. I mean, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Anyway, come around the back here. I have tried my darndest to get some smoked tail lights, but every set I've bought, they either haven't worked or they didn't send me the right thing. So I'm still running the factory tail lights, but I'd like to get some smoked ones. The exhaust on it is so that one tip's rusted and that one's bent because it got backed into, so you'll see when I start it up later that tip's pretty loose. I haven't got it welded back yet and got a little rust there on the bumper. But yeah, it's got Flowmasters. I'm not sure what kind, but they were on there when I bought it. It sounds really good though. Put this nice little light up trailer hitch cover. It's pretty cool. It lights up, you know, hit your brakes or whatever when your tail lights are on and everything. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I put this on here because it already had the bed liner in, which I'm not a big fan of drop-in bed liners. I'm partial to spray-ins, but oh well, it works. But anyway, it didn't have a tailgate cap and it had a few dents here from where whoever done it before me. So I just put this nice diamond plate tailgate cap on it. It looks pretty good. Put some stickers up there. Got a cross and American flag, you know. And then got the kind of smoked housing LED third brake light. Alright, that was a total fail. The sun was in my face. Anyway, there you can see that. Coming around, you know, it's all just the same stuff on the other side. One thing that's pretty funny is everybody asks me, you know, because it's a Dodge, are you going to get the tow mirrors for it? Most people don't know that these are the tow mirrors. Nobody just knows what they look like flipped down, because everybody's always pulling that ghost trailer. And honestly, I hate it. I hate the moose ears or ghost trailer or whatever however you know it. But anyway, move on to the interior. Here's the interior. I mean, it's dirty. Like I've said probably 15 times by now, it's my daily. So it's got some little Walmart special Realtree floor mats in here, and steering wheel, just a Ram steering wheel cover, and Ram CD holder, and some Realtree seat covers to match the floor mats and all. This truck, as you'll see, I'll close the door so it'll show back up, has 97,621 miles. Focus, there you go. So yeah, it runs pretty good still. This is one thing I like about it. It has the four-wheel drive selector on the floor. I like that as opposed to a knob, because this is easier to fix if it goes out. Because I have my cousin that recommended the Hankooks for me. He has a truck like this, but it's a 4-door. But he has the manual, or the floor shifter, floor 4-wheel drive selector. Sorry. And he was in a wreck with it, and the shop didn't fix his 4-wheel drive because it popped it out. He's got back in there and fixed it and said it was pretty easy, so that sounds good. I put a nice Pioneer radio, aftermarket radio in here. I love this radio. It's super easy to work. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. It's not hard to put in. We got it, me and my cousin got it put in about, I don't know, hour or so. I don't have my keys right to show you a little bit, but yeah, it works pretty good. I have this little 7mm Magnum bullet thing my dad made me. I've had it in every daily I've had. I had a 2006 Trailblazer. It was my first official car, or first really it was my first car. My parents kind of passed it down to me, and then the Thunderbird was the first car I bought myself. Anyway, other than that, I mean, it's all the same stuff on that side, and that's about it for the interior. I mean, like I said, it's plain. It's manual windows, manual locks, you know, scoot 'em yourself seats. But you know, I mean, it was a nice truck. I bought it, only had 82,000 miles on it. Got a pretty good deal on it. I got a good deal from my Trailblazer when I traded it in. So I mean, couldn't really pass it up. It was a good truck. I was just starting to work, and the Trailblazer was starting to fall apart a little bit. So jumped on this, and I'm a Ford guy. I have a Mustang and a Thunderbird, and that's my dad's his daily down there, his Focus, and my dad has a 2012 F-150 I'll probably do a review on, and my mom has a 2011 Edge. So we're Ford people, but this truck, this truck checked off everything on my list except for Ford. It's a single cab, short bed, 4-wheel drive, V8. It even had the little bonus, which was the 4-wheel drive selector in the floor, which I liked. It was silver, which is a good color to keep clean, considering I go to church on dirt road, I work on dirt road. I mean, most of my friends live on dirt roads. There's a lot of dirt roads around where I live. It does have some rust. It's a Dodge, and it's a 2003. A little bit of cancer starting to peek through right there. Pretty bad spot right there, but a little bit over here. But yeah, so I'll go run in the house and get the keys and start and let you hear the exhaust. Then I guess we'll take a peek in the engine bay. It's stock and dirty, but might as well look in under there. Anyway, see you with the exhaust clip. I'll just kind of show you the radio here for a second. This is my fourth time trying to record, so I think I finally figured out why I kept stopping my recording. My phone kept connecting whenever I get to the Bluetooth section. Anyway, as you can see while I've been talking, it has a color change feature. You can select colors. It has a bunch of different options like app and aux and Bluetooth and radio and Pandora and all that good stuff. I just picked this up from Walmart. It's good. I got the install kit and everything from Walmart. It works fine. I haven't had any problems out of it. I mean, I think one time I got in and they didn't cut on. I just cut the key off, cut it back on, and it started up. But I mean, it's nice. Good little radio, better than the factory radio. For sure, it has Bluetooth on it. As long as I've said earlier in the video, I've about a 42-minute ride to work every day. 42 minutes to work, 42 minutes from work. I drive about 50 miles a day, which, gotta have something to listen to the music to. And speaking of my long drive, it's a Dodge. And it's a Dodge, and it's a V8, and it gets Dodge V8 gas mileage. It gets about 12 miles to the gallon. Side note, a little deer come out to watch the review. Anyway, alright, we're gonna let that deer just kind of sit there and watch me. Anyway, as I said in the Mustang video, the truck does have hood struts, and my dog's barking. Calm down, Jack. Are you good? Alright, he's good. He doesn't like the deer. Anyway, as I said in my Mustang video, this truck does have hood struts, which is really nice, as is the Thunderbird. So I want to get some of my Mustang. Like I said, dirty engine bay. It's not a show car. It's a daily driver, and I drive it every day on a dirt road. As I've said, people are probably going to be in the comments, he said that 500 times, but whatever. I gotta make sure you people understand before someone will still go, that is a dirty engine bay, clean your engine. Anyway, yeah, it's just a standard 4.7 Magnum V8. Absolutely nothing done to it, but it runs pretty good. I found a little thing on it the other day. It has 392 gear ratio, so at a lower speed, it's got a little bit of power. It's nothing crazy, but it's just a pickup. Anyway, close this door. Well, guys, that about does it. I don't really have any plans for this truck. I decided to start making videos after I'd basically already done everything I want to do to it. I was gonna get a spray-in bed liner and a toolbox for it, but I don't know. Ain't really feeling it anymore. I think it's good. And the toolbox thing, I could move it over to my next truck, but I think the next truck I'm gonna get, I mean, it'll be a few years, but a 2018 F-150. And I was gonna get a tonneau cover because my dad has one on his truck, and I like it. It's pretty useful. Get the soft one. I don't like the hard ones or the hard fold-up ones, but anyway, so I mean, yeah, I want to get the windows tinted. I think that would look good. Other than that, I was gonna get wheels, but I had a few little extra things I wanted to do, but I've kind of decided against it. I mean, it looks good. And one thing I did forget to mention, it does have a 2-inch leveling kit on it, so it gives it that nice, raises the front end up a little bit. This one, this thing didn't have it, and it had the little bitty straight tread tires, as you saw in the picture. I had people ask me if it was a 2-wheel drive, but no, it's a 4-wheel drive. It just has straight tread tires and sits on the ground. But it sits pretty good now. It's not the biggest truck in the world, but it doesn't have to be. I'm sure you can see though, the little chin spoiler is cracked. I did slide in some ice this winter and I hit a guardrail, but luckily that was the only thing I hurt. Well, that and kind of made the fender flare a little loose, but oh well. Run it till it dies. Anyway, so I guess that'll conclude this video. I guess next I'll make a video on my baby. I mean, I love my truck. It's a good truck. Gets me to and from work. Lets me go hunt deer and everything. I love the Mustang. It's fast. It's a 2-valve. It's not fast. I mean, you know, you can have fun with it, but this car is my baby. This is the car I will have until I die. Anyway, video on this beautiful, magnificent beast. This is by far the best car I own, and you'll see in the next video. All that to come. Beautiful. That was my first car that I bought myself, and I'll have it when I die. All goes according to plan. Anyway, that's about all I got for y'all. For several times I've said that, but this time I mean it. Catch you guys next time.